Some of the attributes that Hindus strive for in life defy human nature. In a way, this religion fights to find the good in you. Cows, karma, and kindness all play major roles in the Hindu religion. They would never hurt, let alone harm, a cow. Worship towards the mighty cow may be as simple as bowing to a cow when it comes near. Next to cows, karma may seem less important, but having bad or good karma may determine your future. Karma plays a big role in the Hindu religion, and along with karma is kindness. There are several main attributes that a Hindu strives to show in life. Charity, compassion, and all have direct lines straight to kindness. All of these things form well-known parts of the Hindu religion.
Truth, nonviolence, self-control, and compassion towards living beings. One living being that they love and have compassion towards is the cow. The reason that the Hindus love this animal is because of how much that they have provided the Hindu people in the past, providing them with food, aiding them in farming. In a way, the Hindus are returning the favor, bowing to cows when they come near, not slaughtering them for meat, and respecting them overall.
Hinduism may be recognized because instead of believing in one god, they believe in many. In other words, they are polytheistic rather than monotheistic. Some of their gods are Saraswati, she's the goddess of knowledge, Parvati, also known as Kali the Destroyer, and one final one of the many that there is Ganesha. She is responsible for the movement of objects. One important role that the gods play in Hinduism is accepting people into the religion. Being accepted entails actively representing specific values such as charity and compassion, as well as having good karma. One way that these gods and goddesses may be worshipped is by prayer. One prayer that may be practiced is the silent prayer. This silent prayer is done by silently reciting the mantras in one's head. There are certain religious texts that encase these mantras, such as the great epics. Also, there are several forms of personal worship which may be done at home. These may include yoga or meditation. One is even able to master the art of yoga. A master of this skill even has its own specific name. They are called yogis.
There are many important roles played in the Hindu religion, such as yogis, who are considered to be masters of yoga. They are to control their appetite and their heart rate, also hold their breath for great periods of time. Another important role in Hinduism, although they might not always be recognized as important, is the sannyasi. Though they may not be recognized for their power, they are recognized as the sannyasi, the person who does not take part in religious practices. Along with the important roles played in Hindu religion, there are also many important representatives in Hinduism. An author who wrote about Hinduism, Sarvapali, and an important Hindu, Ramakrishna, in Sarvapali's book, The Hindu View of Life. He discussed Hinduism as a whole and what its values represent. He did this in a new way, which was recognized, and Ramakrishna, although this person is not an author who wrote about Hinduism, he was able to make a discovery about many religions while practicing Hinduism. While his discovery was slightly biased towards God, it was a religious discovery all the same. He found from the Hindu point of view that every religion that worships God is equal. In other words, they're in the same ranks. And of course, these people never would have achieved these things if the events that started the Hindu religion hadn't occurred.
The events that created a hearth for the origin of Hinduism involved movement. The Aryans moving closer to the Indian people makes up the movement component in the sense that their collaboration was made possible by the migration or movement of the Aryans. This migration took place in the 2nd millennium BC. The migration of the Aryans, also known as the Indo-Europeans. In the 2nd millennium BC is when the Aryans came into India.
Where Hinduism isn't noticeably present. The practices in Hinduism could have been spread by relocation diffusion. As an example, if a Hindu family living in India decided to immigrate to a new place, they will bring their beliefs with them, allowing the residents in their new home to observe their religious practices. This one family may allow all of the residents in this new place to consider Hinduism, giving the opportunity for diffusion. Another way that Hinduism may have spread is through expansion diffusion. An example of expansion diffusion within the Hindu religion could be a person who doesn't practice Hinduism may observe the Hindu's kindness towards the cow. If this observer believes in this and begins to practice it, they will come to see that this is being a part of the Hindu religion, allowing them to fully accept and practice values in Hinduism. And using either relocation diffusion or expansion diffusion, specific Hindu traditions live on today. Meditation and yoga are both a part of personal Hindu worship, and you don't even have to be Hindu to do them.
These are real people, not actors.
One example could be me. I'm not a Hindu, but I attempt to meditate regularly.
I'm not Hindu either, but I attempt to do yoga once a week.
The Hindu religion has an overall message. This message being, thou art woman, thou art man, thou art the dark blue bee and the green parrot with red eyes. Thou hast the lightning as thy child, thou art the seasons and the seas. Thou does abide with all poverty, where all things are born.